Hey, Danielle here with Imperfect Dust, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. I'm going to be going over a little bit of iPad lettering today. So if you are new here and you are, or even if you're catching the replay and you are interested in learning iPad lettering, then you can comment iPad for my iPad for lettering, iPad lettering for beginners class that I just put out. But as you hop on, let me know that you're here, where you're watching from. I always love to hear that. The internet is an amazing place. I'm here in North Louisiana, and you probably could pick up on my accent. Some people would say Texas, but I'm North Louisiana. So as you hop on, I'm going to be talking about two things today. We're going to do a little bit of iPad lettering, and I'm going to talk to you about an upcoming retreat that I get to guest teach at that I would love for you to know more about. And as you hop on, say hello. And here we go. I'm going to show you, this is my iPad. Now, I have an ancient iPad. I say it's ancient. I got this back in 2016, and it has been so good to me. I actually got it refurbished. Actually, I didn't get it. Hey, Sandy, my husband bought it for me for Mother's Day. So we are coming up on a lot of years with this thing. And if you notice, you can tell mine is the older one because it still has a little home button down here. Ooh, that lighting. Let me get it reset. You see this little home button here to get me started. And the newer ones don't have a home button. But, I guess I shouldn't show y'all my code. I shouldn't show it because it's the same as my debit card PIN number. Okay, but I did want to show you how I got into this app that we are going to be doing today. So this little app right here is called Procreate. And Procreate just opens up your world with lettering digitally. So I'm going to click it. And this is just like a hodgepodge. I have like collections and things like that, but this is a hodgepodge. But this is what I want to show you the potential is. Okay. Do any of you recognize this design? Okay, this design, I'm going to put this under here so it doesn't move. This design is the one that Hobby Lobby reproduced. So hey, Wanda, I created this in Procreate on the iPad, and now it is in stores as a big sign. So I wanted you to see, hey, Colleen, she recognized it, the Hobby Lobby sign. And look, I haven't hung it yet. I just don't even want to take it out of its little thing. I just love it so much. I need to hang it in my room, but I'm like, oh, I don't know. I just love it. But look, if you are new here, you can't really see it a ton, but there's the Imperfect Dust signature. Now that's not there on the iPad, but it was dropped in. So that right there is the potential. You can create something digitally and then get it reproduced very large. So I'm going to put it over here. Now there are some settings that you're going to want to get right. When I first started lettering digitally and trying to create things like this, I did not have it all down. By the way, Colleen is over on YouTube. I'm actually streaming YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So those of you on Facebook, they're like, who is she talking to? I can see both YouTube comments and Facebook comments right now. Hey, Jan, it's so good to have you here. Oh, thank you, Colleen. She said, I think of you every time I see it there. Well, look, my local one has been sold out for forever. So, all right. So the potential is there for you to recreate. Now, maybe Hobby Lobby's not on your list right now. Maybe you just think, oh, I would love to create some digital art prints. Well, this is how you're going to be able to do that. Now, the iPad class that I just put out, which it's a class that I've had before, but I revamped it a little bit, added in some bonuses and things like that. Now, if you have ever purchased that, it used to be called Procreate lettering. But if you've ever purchased it before, don't repurchase because I already upgraded you and everything. So you should have gotten an email with your new login. And if you go in, you'll have a few new bonuses. And then the brush I'm about to show you, you've already had it too. So don't worry that you need to do anything. But if you are new here and you want access to that, you can comment iPad and I will send you the link to learn more about that class. Okay, so this is my Digital Dust library area. So this is where I come in every month and I make 10 new files that are going to go in the Digital Dust area. And by the way, if you're on YouTube, that comment will not work. The iPad comment to get a link. It's learnwithdanielle.com/iPad lettering if you're over on YouTube and want that. Okay. But this is where I come in and I create for you every month. And then I take what I have created in Procreate and I make an SVG out of it and a DXF file, PDF, PNG, all the things. So then I upload that into your membership area. So here I'm going to show you, did you see my recent reel? This is a design from last month. But so if you have a Digital Dust subscription and you're already know how to letter on your iPad, you can bring that in here for practice. And this is how I'm going to show you can do that. So up here we have a little tab and it's like layers. So there is the layer that my lettering is on. And then I'm going to push this little plus button. And let me make sure I have the right brush selected. My favorite brush. That is the brush that you get with the class. And I'm going to come in on that layer that doesn't have anything on it so that you're not destroying the layer that's here. And I'm going to trace over it. And in the class, I tell you what settings to put things on over here. This is your brush size right here. And I have it locked in. And then I'm going to come over the top. And as I press harder, that is a thicker line. So this is a pressure sensitive brush that is very good. And that's a back button that is very good for lettering. It's a very smooth, I would say it's buttery smooth. It's a buttery smooth lettering brush. And then you are going to practice that pressure that you apply. Now, of course, you do not have to get super perfect with it. This is for you to have fun with. There's a little snap for that O. Y'all watch this. This is a cool trick that I show. So let's say you are creating an O. You hold that down and see how it snaps it and makes it perfect. We're going to come back. But this brush is amazing if you have shaky hands, if you're not able to quite get your lettering on the iPad right. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. So I'm going to come here. I've had people say, oh, you make it look so easy. And I'm like, it's the brush. The settings of the brush have all, like they make all the difference. So wanted you to see that. Hey, Vicky. Okay. I'm trying to think of how to pronounce Nausa. Oh, I don't want to mispronounce anybody's name. Nausa. I'm going to say Nausa. I hope that I'm right. If you would put the pronunciation, I would be so happy. It says your classes have been the most digestible, straight to the point, and beneficial to me. Thank you. That is awesome to hear. Okay, I'm going to come here. But here's the thing I want you to see. When I get done with this, see right now you can see all that I've traced over. Watch this. Now I'm going to take away this layer and it's gone. So you will reveal what you've lettered after you've practiced the traceable. So Noosa, okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm so sorry I said it wrong. But I want you to see how that works. And so then you will have your own. And if you take away all the layers, this would be a transparent lettering as well. And you can do so much with this. You can upload these to coffee mugs, t-shirts, things like that. So I'm telling you, the possibilities are endless. All right, I'm going to take that away and I'm going to go back into this library and I'm going to choose another one. Let's do one that's large. Okay, we've got just keep going. So your brush settings might be a little different for this one. I might go up a little. Wait, I'm going to make sure I have this layer added so that I won't mess up the bottom. Oh, and by the way, this is how I got it like this. Let me show you this too. So this is called opacity. So I originally created this black, but this lower layer, I'm going to come in and I'm going to click this and make that opacity down to about 15%. That's what you get in the digital dust thing. I do it down 15%. That's 17. Same thing. No big deal. And then I'm going to click into that upper layer and start lettering. So I've got, let's see, open layers. Oh, I didn't have the layer checked. So you want to make sure that it's turned on and then you can come in and start lettering. and I am pressing harder. So here's the thing. If you have taken my hand lettering for beginners masterclass that is paper and pencil, you will notice a difference here. I am not teaching faux calligraphy with this. This is pressure sensitive. So as you go down, you are pressing a little harder to create that thicker weight. So this is more like traditional calligraphy in that sense. But because you've taken the, yeah, Lori, close enough, 17, 15, because you have taken that first hand lettering paper class, you know the concept and you understand that the downstrokes are thicker and the upstrokes are thinner. And so you know that what you're trying to create. Okay, I'm going to come in here. That's a little thick, so I do back and this is another thing that I love about iPad lettering is that you're not wasting a ton of paper. So that's good. And then look at this. I can snap that, make it a good straight line. Snap there. Boom, boom. And then here, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to add a little bit of a serif right there. So some have asked me, you know, for a next steps with lettering, and I am working on some worksheets for like some more some print words, print letters, and kind of like, you know, because I have hand lettering for beginners, they've asked me for hand lettering at more advanced. I will tell you what I did is jump straight from that sign making type lettering to an iPad. So I would almost say the next step is iPad. Okay. Marilyn asked what iPad brush I'm using. And so this is one that I've created called My Favorite Brush. I named it that because it became my favorite brush. I worked on some settings in there, got it going. In the class, I tell you exactly how I made that brush. I show you what to do if you want to fiddle with settings yourself. But this one actually comes with the class. So you won't have to make your own brush. It'll come ready for you to start lettering with it. You just download it and import it into Procreate, and I'll show you how to do that too. Okay, I'm not loving that. So you just kind of get to keep going and get it how you want. And then again, once this is all over, I can take away the background and reveal all that I have lettered. And as I press down, that's just a thicker line. And here we go. Here's a fun one. So we have this, and then I pick up, come around. Okay. And then if I don't like it, I can back out. It's a little weird doing it tilted up. I'm normally flat, but it's got a glare if I do it flat. So I'm going to come. There we go. Close enough. And here we go. I'm going to show you another feature that I love. And that is, a lot of you have asked me about composition. So the way that I'm going to turn off this back layer. So now this is all that I just lettered in front of you here. And I'm going to show you this little lasso tool. So we're going to take this lasso. It makes these little marching ants all the way around your letters. So when I'm creating digital dust files every month, I'm not sitting down and just immediately getting it right. Sometimes I'm taking things, I'm making them smaller, bigger. I'm moving them around to where they fit in and they hug each other really nicely. So you can actually, if you're making a big sign like this, I probably lassoed this and made it hug. Like I can't remember exactly how I did that one, but you move it around a lot. Vicky said, what kind of pad am I using? So this is an iPad 12.9 inch, an iPad Pro 12.9 inch, but this is an older one. So I bought it refurbished back in 2016 and it has lasted forever, but you can, any iPad that's compatible with an Apple Pencil is going to be what you need. So you can come in, you can change it around. You can do 3 swipes down. You can cut and paste so that now it's on its own layer. And then I go into all of this in the class too, where we can lock that in and we can start changing colors up. So let me go in here to my palettes and let me show you, let's see, we'll just do this blue color, and I'm going to fill the layer. So now, well, it didn't show up that different, but it's a navy blue now. And then maybe we do just and going the same color and make keep another color. Look, I got a little bit out of the lines there because I got in a hurry. So I'm going to redo that. Here we go. And I'm going to cut that out, but then lock it and fill it. Now keep is in its own layer. So I'm going to make it, you know, I love like blue and yellow together. And then this is kind of like a maze. Let's do that. Fill layer. So now we have a whole new design. And I go into a lot more and a lot slower step by step, but you are going to have backgrounds that can be changed up, and there's stamps that you can use and all kinds of fun things in this app. So let's see. Lori said she always uses a layer for each word. That's very smart. It's easier for her to size and piece together. That's really a good point, Lori. Thank you for saying that. Okay. No, the class, Vicki, is separate from the Digital Dust subscription. So with a Digital Dust subscription, you get these designs in multiple file types. But the class is just like a one-off instruction class that I'm not sure exactly how long it would take to go through. It's not like super long. The like Noosa said, the segments are real like to the point, show you exactly what to do, and it teaches more about the app and how to use it. And how to use it specifically for lettering, so iPad lettering. Okay. Yes, it makes it so much easier to fix. Okay, another thing that I wanted to show you would be, let's say you found something out in the wild. I'll say it like that. Like I'm going to grab this scripture card, which by the way, again, made in Procreate. But I'm going to grab the scripture card. And let's say you have something that you see and you're like, oh, I wish I could letter that. You can actually go into your camera on the iPad and we can take a picture of it. Let me lay it out right here. Okay, I'm going to hover over it. I'm going to take a picture, and you can do this too. Let's see. Sorry, you can't tell. I'm trying to take a picture and it's not taken. Okay, here we go. All right, so we're going to take this picture and we're going to pull it into Procreate. So I don't know why I clicked this one. We're not going to go over that one. So I'm going to add an 8.5 by 11 just so I can keep it kind of what we've been working with. And then I'm going to insert a photo, and I'm going to choose that photo that I just took that you saw. Okay. And I can crop it. Tell me if you've done this before, Lori. This is so fun. Okay. I'm just going to crop it by taking it to the edges. And kind of getting rid of those edges, because anything you take off of the canvas goes away. Okay. Now I'm going to make this bigger, and I'm going to lower that opacity just like I did before. But see how I can faintly see it? Okay. And this is for practice. Of course, we don't want to be copying people's stuff. And, you know, making it our own. But this is for you to practice your lettering. So I'm going to make this as big as the screen. You can kind of see it. And then I come in on that top layer, and I have it to where I'm going to do a different color because this is that yellow again. Let's do this brown. And I'm going to come in and I can practice. So you can literally practice your lettering on paper and then take a picture of it, bring it in, and create it in a digital way too. So let's say you think, you know, I don't really have this whole Procreate thing down yet, but I can do it pretty good on paper. You could get it all done on paper, take a picture of it. And the reason that would be beneficial is for you to digitize it so that it can go on other things. And so like in the class, I also teach you how to create an SVG out of your lettering after you've gotten it to this point. So you can put that on products. You can you can make and sell your own SVGs. You can do all sorts of things. Okay, I kind of just wanted to show y'all around the iPad and let you just see what that class was all about. Of course, an iPad, an Apple Pencil, and the Procreate app, which is a separate purchase. Procreate is an app in the Apple App Store. Is that how you'd say it? That is, I believe, $9.99. So check that out too. When I bought it, it was $6.99, but I think that they've gone up. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of this and I'm gonna show y'all and talk to you really quick about an upcoming retreat that I get to be a guest teacher at. So look how beautiful this is. This was a Valentine that I got from Miss Rhonda Elder. I don't know if she's here today watching. Sometimes she's on here live, but Rhonda, oh wow, Marilyn said Procreate's $12.99 now. Okay, if you take my class, then I probably said it was $9.99, and I'm sorry, that was an old price. Okay, so isn't it beautiful? It speaks to my heart, of course. It has the hymn. And then look, she played off of how, at least I think that that's why she did You Are Loved, because, I tell everybody in their packaging, you are so loved. And Miss Rhonda Elder sent me this. And so her page is called Rhonda Elder Designs. And y'all, it is just beautiful. I love it so much. This is like embellished and it's like a 3D pop-up. It's so cute. So the reason I'm bringing her up is Miss Rhonda asked me to be a guest teacher at an upcoming retreat that she is doing in Kansas. It's actually in Newton, Kansas. And it is in April. It's April 11th through 14th. I had to think about that. And it's called the Dwell Retreat. So I'm going to tell you just a little bit about it. So she does Bible journaling, and I mean, her talent, I'm like, oh my goodness, I would never think to put all of that stuff together. I mean, I wouldn't think to do any of this. Look at you can't really see it on the camera, but she's got glitter like in certain spots. I don't know if you can tell. And she has hand painted all this stuff. She's a wonderful artist. And the whatever craft house, I want to show you where this retreat is going to be. So let me pull up. I have to where I can add my screen and look at here. Okay. Now let me see if I can come over here. The whatever craft house is named that because of Philippians that said, where it says whatever is lovely, whatever is true, whatever is noble, like all that list, they have named it that after that Bible verse. And so this is the house, but look how cool. So I have heard of, let me know if y'all can see. I think y'all can see my screen. Can y'all? Okay. Y'all can see it, I think. Let me make it to where you just see the screen. There we go. I have heard of this place. It has had so many retreats at it before, but I've never been. But it is so, look at that rainbow staircase. Doesn't it just make you happy looking at it? And this is where we are going to be staying, all in the same house together. And y'all, Miss Rhonda has made it to where this is going to be a laid back retreat. Look, there's the scripture right there. Philippians 4:8 is what it's named after. And it's going to be laid back where we can just, hold on, I'm going to get it to where you can see me now. There we go. Okay. Where we can get together and hang out, and it's not going to be a hustle and bustle type of thing. We're going to have some classes. I'm going to teach hand lettering. She's going to teach Bible journaling. And there's a lady coming to cook that's going to cook all of our meals. And it's going to be a blessed time in the Lord because Miss Rhonda has also created Bible studies. And so this one is going to be focused around Psalm 91. And I'm trying to think. Yes, Marilyn is so cheery. That's a great word for it. I will drop a link if it's something that you're interested in. Let me know, and I will comment to you a link that tells more about the retreat. But again, it is April 11th through 14th, and I'm going to teach 2 classes. She's going to teach 2, but more than that, it will just be a great time. We're going to have devotions, and she has let me know that there is no pressure. Like, even if you don't want to attend one of the classes, you can hang out in your cheery room and just spend time with the Lord. The goal is for you to dwell with the Lord during that time. So I'm looking forward to it, and I wanted you to know about it. She only has 5 spots left, though. So it's coming up quickly, and I wanted you to know about it. So I will drop a link to it after I hop off of this live. But the time is coming. I've got to go pick up my kids. I hope y'all enjoyed learning a little bit on the iPad and what you can do with it. Again, if you just hopped on, I'm going to show you one last time this thing that, like, the potential of it. So here is the design that you have seen me talk about, and it turned into this sign at Hobby Lobby. So there's the potential. You could really create some beautiful, like high quality, larger artwork from something so small. So I wanted you to know that. All right. Well, sounds good. Noosa, you said Ann, are you going to the retreat? Or did you get the iPad class maybe? All right. Well, I'm so happy that y'all tuned in today. Oh, one other thing. And if you're in the class, I say this like in the welcome video first thing. But if not, even if you don't take my class, I want you to know this. The first thing you must do when you get an iPad, if you want to be in the lettering world in it, is get you, like, see how this is kind of got a glare, but this isn't not glass, but this isn't the screen that it came with. I have a Paper-like. So Paper-like. If you want to go on Amazon, if you're in the class, I give you a lot of recommendations with Amazon links, but if you just go on Amazon and type in Paper-like screen protector for your iPad, total game changer. When I first got the iPad, I literally cried when I went to Procreate and started trying to letter. And I was like, my husband had spent all this money on this iPad, and I was like, I can't even use this. Number one, I didn't understand the brush settings yet. So I thought that I was a total lettering loser. And I was like, this looks awful. And then I didn't understand the importance of a Paper-like screen protector. So two things: got to have the Paper-like, like Lori just said, and the lettering brush that you use. If you have tried to letter in the past on Procreate and been unsuccessful, do not think you're a lettering loser like I did. Make sure that you look up settings or take my class, and I will send you Lori, do you love my favorite brush, or my favorite brush? Because it really will. It will help you, and it will make it feel like you're cheating. So there you go. You're welcome, Marilyn. All right, I'm going to go today. I'm going to run and get the kids, but I hope to see y'all next week at 12:30. And this was a little different. I normally don't come here and do just the iPad. Normally we're doing a project. So I do have a project in mind for next week, and I look forward to seeing you too. Okay, Lori said she uses it all the time, and it's her favorite too. Great. All right, bye, y'all.